Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for all the support from the last video. It was not the best quality, but I'm working on bringing better quality. It was my first try, so this will be the makeup look I'll be doing today. This is my go-to makeup look when I'm rushing but I still want to look beat. I'm rushing but I still want to look flawless, you know. I'm rushing but I still want to look like I took a lot of time on my makeup, you know. So this one, it will not require any eyeshadow. You can still be popping, ladies, without eyeshadow. You don't need eyeshadow to be popping. So this is the look I'm going for today, and this one should take like less than half an hour on average. It takes me about like 15-20 minutes if I'm really like, you know, focused and getting things done. It doesn't take that long. So I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys follow through. This will be a talk through because, again, I just want it to be realistic because I'm really like rushing through it. So thank you so much for watching again, and let's go to the video. And so this is my skin without no makeup, and if you can see, my face and my body are two completely different colors. My face is a few shades darker. I don't know how to remedy that. This is how God made me, so I'm just gonna rock with it. So I'll just begin by doing my brows. So I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Ebony, and I'm just gonna use that to, you know, outline the shape of my brows, fill in any sparse spots so I can have a nice seamless brow. The brows are really like the central, you know, part of the face, so you always want to have it looking good even though it's not perfect, you know. Now I'll be going in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. And this you can get in the drugstore. You can get, you know, so many places. It's really cheap. I think now it's like $3.99 if you check. It was way cheaper than that when I started. It was like 99 cents or $1, but now they increased the price because it's so common. But when I want to rush and I don't feel like using a brush, I just use this to carve out my brows because there's already a brush and some concealer on there, so you don't really need to do both steps. And I'm just going and doing the other brow right now. Same process, just carving out the brows, taking it slow. When I have clients, I use different products, so this is strictly for me. I have other products I have for clients that I don't use that way. I will use a brush if I have a client because it's not sanitary. And I'm just balancing the two. Every time I do my face, I try my best to have symmetry so I can see what I'm doing, and not that, you know, one place has more concealer than the other. So that's why I'm going back to this brow and just making sure everything is seamless. Now I'm going in the middle, my unibrow area, and I'm just going to, you know, just conceal it. Now I'm using this brush from Real Techniques, and again, Real Techniques you can find in the drugstore. They're really everywhere now. Walmart, drugstore, everywhere, Ulta. And so I'm just using that brush and going in and just buffing out that concealer, buffing it on my eyelids also, and a little bit above my brows to my forehead so that my foundation will blend in really nicely with it. And I'm just going to the other side, same motion, just stroking really lightly and taking your time to blend, making sure that you don't blend too much, but you blend just enough so that everything will be seamless. And I'm just making sure everything is nice and seamless. I continue blending. Checking if everything is good, and voila. Now I'm going in with my Holy Grail foundation. Oh my goodness, I love this foundation so much. I kind of rate this foundation above any high-end foundation as of right now. I don't think I can get anything else that matches this, but it's the Revlon Color Stay foundation. and it's for combination oily skin, and it's in the color cappuccino or 410. And again, you can get this one at Walmart, drugstore, Ulta, and it's really cheap. Well, not well, for me, I guess it's really cheap. It's about $10 average price, and it really does the job, gets the job done for me. It keeps me matte or semi-matte throughout the day long wearing. It matches my skin. This is my kind of winter shade, because in the winter, you know, chocolate girls, we go a few shades lighter. So this is my winter shade. So I just went in with about like 2-3 pumps and just blended out all over my face with a flat brush. And I'm not going in with a sponge just today, because again, it's my go-to makeup look and I'm rushing through it. And I'm just making sure to get my forehead, to get all places, make sure everything is nicely blended, seamless. Ladies, make sure your foundation is blended. Do not go out looking crazy. Unblended foundation will have you looking crazy, and that's the last thing you want. So make sure you just take the extra time and blend it out to your neck, because sometimes our neck are different colors, as you can see mine is. Now I'm going with the Tarte concealer. These I really love because they full coverage and I don't really have to do too much with them. I'm going in right now with the color Deep, and I'm just putting that on, you know, the common areas that everybody highlights: under the eyes, on the forehead, on the nose, on the chin, and below the nose. And I'm just going very lightly with that, not too much, because I don't want this look to be extremely heavy. I want to look beat, but I don't want to be, you know, cake face. It's kind of meant to be something nice and neutral and natural to go to. And I'm just showing my peach fuzz. I might do another video on that, but I waxed for the first time my peach fuzz. I was always scared of doing it, and I finally mustered up the courage to do it, because it was always making my makeup look really off. Every time I did my foundation, you could just really see it. And so I just decided, let me just go and wax it, because I didn't want to shave it. So I finally did it, and I think it looks really good with the foundation. So I really like the outcome, and I might make a separate video on that, in case, you know, people want to know, you know, if they should or should not do it. Now I'm going in with the Morphe, what is it called? I don't know what it's called, but it's just like a blending sponge from Morphe, and I don't really like that sponge too much. I thought I would, but after I wet it, it's not that soft. I actually prefer the Real Techniques sponges better than these, but I was just rocking with it for the moment, and I'm just blending out that concealer under my eyes. As you guys can see, I don't do the triangle kind of shape thingy, because I just feel like when you spread it out, it will kind of go where you want it to. So I don't go all the way down on my cheeks in that triangle shape. I just keep a little bit under my eyes and just blend properly. And I'm going in on my chin, blending that out. And I just decided right now to just go in with the brush, because the sponge just was not doing it for me. I don't know. I'm probably gonna throw that sponge away, because when I'm going, I like to, you know, not have too much trouble with blending, and the sponge just make it 2 times as hard for me. And then the Tarte concealer, it dries kind of quickly, so I don't know. I'm not really liking that sponge, but I'll give it another try though. But yeah, not quite. Now I'm going in with the Laura Mercier setting powder in translucent. I love this stuff. Just taking a little bit, dusting my brush off, and going under my eye with this. I don't really bake that often. I will only bake if I'm going to an event and I know that I need to be matte for a really long time. That's when I will bake, but I'm just going in and just dusting it under my eye, just to make sure that I set that concealer really nicely. Although the Tarte concealer is really good, and you don't really have to set too much with it, because it's, I don't know, it's just matte full coverage. I really love that concealer, by the way. Oh, and I didn't say that, but I actually used the color Deep and the color Tan on top of it for the Tarte concealer. I just used 2 because I like a brightening effect. And I'm going everywhere that I went with that concealer. I'm going in with the powder to set it, to make sure it locks in place. I do not want foundation moving. And I'm pinching my brush and going into my smile lines, because my smile lines, they give me a lot of trouble sometimes. When I start to get oily, you start to just see them just shining through, and so I'm going in and I'm making sure I'm setting these specifically with powder, just to make sure that I'm not looking crazy, you know, 2 hours in after I get a little oil on my face. Just setting my forehead also with that powder. I'm going in with this Marc Jacobs powder. I don't really use this on my face. I got this in I think it was TJ Maxx or one of these stores. Burlington, maybe. No, I think it was TJ Maxx. No, Marshalls. I got it in Marshalls, and I'm just taking that powder and I'm just setting under my brows with that powder, because it's not really heavy, but it will just give me a nice natural, you know, set look under my brows. So that's what I use it for. And I'm going on my lids with that same powder. Make sure, ladies, to set your lids. I get really oily on my lids, so I like to make sure that it's set, that you know, when I start getting oily, I'm not looking crazy. So I'm making sure I set those lids with some powder. I'm going back in with the foundation, the powder brush, sorry, the brush I use the setting powder with, and I'm just, you know, just going back in and setting. And now I'm gonna go in with the Sephora micro smooth face powder in the color Deep or 60, and everywhere that I did not go with the concealer, I'm gonna go in with this powder just to set the rest of my face, because I still put cream or liquid on there, and I just want to set that place also. So I'm just going in with that powder. It's really nice, a cheaper version, I think, of the MAC mineralized powder, which I also love, but this Sephora powder, it does the job. I really love it, and I have to re-up on it very soon because I already hit pan on that thing. And I'm just going all around, and sometimes I even go, you know, on the brows, make sure the brows are set, because the LA Girl Pro Concealer, sometimes it tends to get oily. Now I'm going in with a palette that I got at Ulta. It's a brow palette. I'm sure that, I mean, it can't be found anymore, so I won't say the details about it, but I actually use that color to contour or to just bronze, if you will. I don't contour that often, just because I just feel like I don't need to be snatched all the time. But I contour on special occasions, but for the most part, I just take a fluffy brush and I just try to bronze or give my face some dimension, not have it looking one-dimensional. And I just usually go in with any darker brown or chocolate color I can get. As you guys know, brown girls, we need to get creative with our contour and bronzing colors, because there's really not a whole bunch of shades out there for us. So anytime I get a good, you know, brow powder, I just go in and bronze away, because it's really good when you can get a good bronzing powder. I get really excited, because not everything works for us, you know. And so as you can see, I'm not snatched, but I'm still just a little bronzed, and you can see some dimension. And I'm going on my temples with that color also. And I don't want to like just contour my forehead away, although my forehead is gigantic, as you guys can see. I think you can see my future for your future through my forehead. But I'm just going in with that same color and just bronzing, snatching the jaw lines a little bit, not too much, just a little bit, just to give a little bit of dimension. And I'm just blending away. Ladies, make sure you blend. Blending is key when it comes to makeup. You can have the right products, you can have the right tools, you can have everything, but your technique, it will determine how it comes out. So if you don't blend, no matter how expensive of a bronzer or a brush you have, I don't care how much it is, it will not look good if you don't blend your makeup properly. So I'm just going in and making sure that everything is seamless. I'm going in with that same palette, but with the brown, the lighter brown shade, and I'm taking a smaller brush that has a flat edge, and I'm gonna just give my nose a little bit of dimension. I don't like to contour my nose. I feel like my nose doesn't need to be contoured. I like the size of my nose, I like the shape of my nose. So I just like to give it dimension, because it's kind of awkward when the rest of your face is contoured or bronzed and then your nose is just there. So I just go in just to give it some dimension and some low light. So I'm just going with it, you know, just a dark powder, but a little bit darker, you know. Now I'm going in with the MAC blush in Raisin, and this blush is my holy grail my holy grail blush for dark skin girls. I've had this blush for a long time and I still have it, and I keep going back to it because it's just that good. If you are a chocolate girl, please go to MAC right now and pick up this blush. And I promise, if you don't like it, I blame me for it, but I promise you will like it. If you are new to makeup, this blush is really good. I don't know how much MAC blushes are right now, because like I said, I haven't purchased that blush in a long time, but I'm showing this demonstration just to show why I don't smile while I'm putting blush on. Is because when you smile and then you just you relax your face again, your cheeks goes down a little lower, and I don't want my blush to be lower than it needs to be, so I don't smile when I'm doing my blush, if that makes sense. But to each his own, everybody does it different ways, but I just don't like smiling when I'm doing my blush. I'm just feeling myself a little bit. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite drugstore concealer, like hands down. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome Molten Gold highlighter. I love this thing. Oh my goodness, it is so good. I've never had a drugstore product that was so good. You see how I'm gagging as I'm putting this highlighter on? Ladies, if you putting highlighter on, matter of fact, any makeup product, but really strictly highlighter, and it doesn't make you gag, what are you really doing with your life? Change your highlighter. Like, putting on highlighter should be like, whoa. And so I love this thing. It's so good. Like, I don't know what they put in this thing, but it's just really top-notch quality though. Like, it reminds me of an Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter. Like, it's just so good. It's nice and smooth and buttery, but it's very metallic, not too grainy. Oh my goodness, it's just so good. Do you guys see this? I'm literally gagging. Checking both sides again for symmetry. Now I'm going on my Cupid's bow or my top lip a little bit with some highlighter just to outline the top of my lip. I just like going in with this step sometimes, and I'm pinching the brush and just going on my nose with that same color just to highlight the tip of my nose a little bit. Now I'm going in with the powder brush and just blending everything in, making sure everything is nice and seamless. I love this step because it just, you know, reassures me that everything is good. I'm going in with a smaller brush. I think it's the M33 or M30 by Morphe, and I'm just going on under my brow bone and putting that highlight there just to give it a little lift, you know, give it a nice little bronzy look or effect. I have a mole there naturally, but I also just go in with a pencil to re-mark it again because the foundation covers it up, so don't judge me. Now I'm going in with the Benefit Roller Lash to do liner. I just want to go in with a thin line right now because I am not really looking for anything dramatic. It's a nice, simple, natural look, so I don't want anything dramatic. and I just smudged it a little bit, but I'm gonna just keep going because like I said, it's not anything too serious. But on a normal day, if I smudge like that, I will go back in with concealer, but I'm gonna just rock with it right now. Going on the other eye and just doing the same thing. Doing liner on camera is really challenging. Honestly, I was trying so hard to be precise because usually the mirror is directly next to my face because I want to make sure that whatever lines I do, they come out really precise, really sharp, and that both eyes are symmetrical, because sometimes my liner will just be, you know, one will be at 30 degrees, the other one will be at 60 on my other eye. So I like going in with a mirror really close to my face, but for the video's sake, I'll just go in on camera and do the liner. Now I'm just going in with some lashes by Kiss, and I think they're called Little Black Dress. They're really good because for me on a simple day, because they're not too dramatic, they're just right. I have no lashes, they are non-existent, honestly. So when I do a full face, I want to know that I can have a little bit of, you know, lash action going on. So I'm using the dual glue and I'm just going along the band with that. And I usually don't blow on my lash, but when I'm in a rush, I will blow on that thing. Okay, I need to go, so I'ma blow. And especially when I'm doing clients, I don't blow ever on clients' lashes. Like, that's unsanitary. I work in microbiology, so I will not do that. And I'm just going on my lash line with that lash. Lashes for me is really challenging. I've come a really long way because the way my natural lashes go, they curl upwards, and so that makes it really difficult for me to apply lashes. But I'm learning as I go. Practice really makes perfect, because a few years ago I could not put lashes. Like, I was struggling. I wouldn't even bother. Going on the other eye. And so you see how I have to like push it down and then place it like over my lash. So now I'm going in with the Revlon Ultra Volume Mascara, and you know, just making sure that I blend in my natural lashes with the falsies. And I don't go in with mascara first because I just feel like I don't need it because I already have falsies on, so I just want to blend it in. I don't need to do mascara first, then lashes, then no. Now I'm just going in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, my holy grail, like best mascara hands down of all time. I love this thing. And so I'm just going on my bottom lashes with that. Bottom lashes will transform your look, okay? I'm going back in with my Maybelline Master Chrome highlight in Molten Gold, and I'm taking a pointed brush and going in the inner corners of my eye with that, and just to give my eye a little bit of dimension. I love doing this step when I'm doing a natural look or when I have no shadow on my lids. When I usually have a dramatic look, I don't usually go in with this step because it's a little too much, but since I don't have any eyeshadow on, why not? And I'm taking that same brush and I'm going on my lips and just outlining that again. I'm going with this liner from the drugstore. No idea what it is. The name smudged off. I go to the beauty supply store and just get liners. I mean, any brown liner will do. And I'm going in with this Buxom lip gloss called Moscow Mule. I just got. I'm really late on this color, but I love this thing. Oh my goodness. If you are a nude lover, please try this thing out. And it has that minty tingle on your lips, like a Blistex chapstick. Ooh, child, it's really good. And I'm just having a little jam session. Every time I'm doing my makeup, the music is blasting. Trust and believe. Like, doing your makeup is kind of like therapy sometimes. Now I'm going in with my Smashbox priming water and setting my face with that thing, and I'm just like gonna douse myself in it because I just want a nice skin like dewy kind of look. I know in my last video I said I don't like to use it because it doesn't keep me matte, but on days where I want to look natural and skin like, I guess I could use it. And this is the look. And so this is the finished look, guys. I hope you guys like it. As you can see, it's a really nice, simple, natural skin like glowy tutorial, you know, especially if you chocolate, you know, you look flawless without eyeshadow, you know, because you don't need eyeshadow to be popping, you know. You can be really popping without eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is just like the cake topper, you know, like the icing on the cake. So you don't really need eyeshadow to be popping, but this is what I go to when I'm in a rush and I need something to look flawless, you know, in a matter of, you know, less than an hour, half an hour. This is what I go for. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys really like the look I did today. If you like the video, again, like, subscribe, comment, and if you want, follow me on Instagram. I'll put all that information down in the description box, and then I'll also put it at the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching, and please make sure to come back, like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what else you guys would like to see from me.